Good evening. I would like to thank you so much for this great invitation. I would like also to mention something which is very important, which is a historical relationship through ages between the two great nations which have been taking place along the ages. China's great, I know, and Egypt is great as well. And you know, the new steps which is being taken from both parties now to increase the investment, I believe it's marvelous ones. I will take this great opportunity to speak about one of the hottest topics, if I may use the words. It's a common risk, not only for the Egyptians or the Chinese, it's for all the world. Just stay with me. So, believe it or not, it's 1 in each 5 death cases across the globe due to the fossil fuel air pollution. 6.5 million human beings are losing their lives every single year due to the same reason. In 2021, 144 billion cubic meters of gas were needlessly burned in the flares of the oil and gas facilities, upstream ones especially, resulting in more than 400 million tons of equivalent CO2 emissions, which are main factors and players for the sustainability, Scope 1 and Scope 2 now. So I believe it's a common risk for everyone. You believe that now. But now you are asking me the question, which I see in your eyes, what can we do? But the problem now, are you asking this question in a negative way, in a reactive way, or you are asking it in a proactive way? We should change our mind. We should ask ourselves this question in a proactive in order to be able to do something. I will take you to the Western Desert in Egypt, where we had a case study, where we had a 4 million SCOF, 4 million standard cubic feet per day of gas that used to be burned every single day. This gas was wasting a power of 5.5 megawatts. And when you are wasting power, you are wasting money, and of course you are emitting a very harm equivalent CO2. Scope 1, direct CO2 of more than 22,000 pounds per hour. At the same site, we had a facility which is requesting for power, which is already absorbing 5.1 megawatt of electricity. It's a facility of gas compressor stations and generators, fuel gas ones. But they are absorbing energy. In order to provide such an energy, such a power, you have to emit indirect CO2 of more than 4,000 pounds per hour. So in combination, we were wasting or losing 10.6 megawatts of power, emitting more than 27,000 pounds per hour of equivalent CO2, Scope 1 and Scope 2. And what's more important, we were wasting money. Providing this electricity more than $23.2 every single day to provide this power to this station. And in addition to $5,000 every single year at the cost of flaring. So in total, $1.1 million every single year. So we were losing money, wasting power, harming our environment. So I have asked you the question, what can we do, if you remember? We have to shift our mind. If you go back to the most important book of Stephen Covey, which I recommend it for you. It is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The man has mentioned that if you are thinking in a reactive focus, you are losing the power, so your concern circle is enlarging and your ability to take action, your circle of influence is shrinking. Mr. Einstein had said, if I'm having 1 hour to solve a problem, I will be spending only 55 minutes analyzing and only 5 minutes thinking of the solution itself. So having this paradigm, you will increase the influence circle. You will be more proactive. Instead of accepting this situation, we have to turn it to power. So Petrojet was able to provide this site with a flare recovery skid. The flare recovery skid main components: gas filtration, gas metering, water bath heaters, gas reduction, and outlet scrubber. And of course, electricity and instrument work. The design parameters in front of you: 42 bar gauges as a design pressure, 70 Celsius as a design temperature, and the capacity 4 million standard cubic feet per day. The dimensions, it's not too big: 8 meters, 2.2 of width, and 3 meters of height. Now you are asking me, this project is a real one? Is it existing now on the ground? Yes. I will tell you, this is what Petrojet has done. We have provided the site with this one. This is on reality. And now it is saving the power. To summarize, we had a case of 4 million standard cubic feet per day, which used to be burned, harming the environment with a scope 1 CO2 of 22,000 pounds per hour of CO2, wasting about 5.5 megawatts. And we were consuming 5.1 megawatt, wasting or harming the environment with indirect CO2, 4,000 pounds per hour, in combination 27,000 pounds per hour of CO2, wasting 10.6 megawatts of power, and losing $1.1 million every single year. So, providing the site with this one, these are, because I'm a process engineer, so these were the specifications. So we were able to cut the emissions to save the power. And what it's more important, because most of you are decision makers, with an invest of only $1 million as a capex, $1 million, we were able to save the money, to save power, and what's more important, to save the environment for our nation and all the nations as well. I would like to acknowledge all the support of His Excellency, the Minister, of course, and the Chairman of Petrojet, Engineer Walid Lutfi, and thanks so much for all of you for allowing me to have this opportunity.